Hello, YouTube! I am Penstar, and this is another Brick in the Mall Strategy and Tactics mini-series, Episode 3. So, with our first store up and running, it is time to look to expansion. Now, one of the things that we saw was we were running short on parking spaces. So before we expand our store, we will expand our parking. Always expand your parking before you expand your store. It's just good. It makes sense, and it's just good courtesy, if you will. So we're going to get customer parking along this road up here. But one other thing is we're going to get staff-only parking up here. You generally want staff-only parking in sort of the, like, close enough that they'll use it, but not so close that they're taking up the prime spots. We want our staff, because our staff can enter in through the staff doors. That's fine. So this isn't that bad of a walk for them. But for a customer, they'd have to go all the way around the building. Now, that's by design, but the staff parking will ensure that our staff do not take the good spots that our customers would like to have. So staff-only parking can be strategically used, but don't overuse it. Otherwise, you'll have a bunch of parking that nobody is using, and then that's just wasted space, and that's not good for anybody. Now, there is one downside to only having one builder, and is that this comes to fruition a little bit slower, but that's okay. You know what? She'll do what she's got to do. We've got the money. We've got the money. We've been hitting our cash. We've been hitting goals like crazy. Turn a daily profit over 2,000. Holy crap. Yeah, daily gross profit. The net profit's only 1,000 or so, but that's still pretty darn good for day 5. Well, day 4 into day 5, that is. So we look to, well, how did we do? Well, let's take a look at our demands, our needs, if you will. So having rolled the day over, it takes all of yesterday's sales and puts it into these graphs so we can see what the standard demand for things were versus what we actually ended up selling. The orange being the natural demand, and what we actually ended up selling being the green. Now, let's take a look at our friends here. Now, as you can see here, like, look at this, fresh bread. Fresh bread, see, here's the thing with fresh food. Fresh food doesn't earn you squat. And because it goes bad so quickly, it takes a lot of work for your stock boy to keep it up and fresh, and your janitor. It's a kind of a pain in the butt. But there's a reason why we do it, because the natural demand for this stuff is so crazy. But let's take a look at our friends, the toys. Now, look at this. Right now, we're only hitting tier 1 for our natural demand, because in order to hit tier 2, we'd have to have a store that has over 50% in median toys to unlock this extra 5 demand. And in order to hit tier 3, we need to have a store with over 50% of toys as the main product being sold to get another 6 demand. But we don't have any of these 2 tiers. So we only get 1 natural demand. That means in each day, there's only 1 guy out there that would actually come to the store and say, hey, I want to buy some toys. Oh, look, there's some toys. Let me buy them. Only 1 customer would actually come in naturally to buy your toys. But we sold 9. 9 people bought our toys. That's the power. That is the power of the temptation slot right here. That's the power of having it in there and getting our impulse buys. Because those people came in for something else, but they got distracted by the shiny. They got distracted by the toys. And it's for that reason that they will be coming in and buying them. Now, we can take that gambit even further. Which I will show you once our research progresses for enough. But for now, we need to build up our base. We got to build our store up to get a lot of warm bodies in the place, because ultimately what we want is we want more people coming into our store, because the more people that come into our store, the higher chances that some of them are addicted to toys and will buy the higher markup items, as opposed to some of the lower stuff. Why are all our cashiers coming in at 5 in the morning when the store doesn't open? I mean, I'll applaud their go-get-itiveness, but I don't know why they're coming in that early. Hopefully I'm not paying them for that. But hey, we got our toys restocked. Speaking of restocking, I think it is time, given our profits here, to get ourselves a second stock clerk. And actually what I'm going to do in this case is, like, normally I'd go for this person because they have the higher speed, but they also have a pretty decent sociability. So I'm probably going to want them for a cashier job. So we're actually going to want to take someone who, well, actually this person's got a good stock clerk. And yeah, Kristen's just got good all-arounder. So we'll take you, Kristen. But you, my friend, will start here. So that way there's always a stock clerk on duty, so to speak. So if people clean out the toys, there will be somebody who can, there'll be somebody there to restock the toys and keep the shelves nice and clean. Where's our janitor doesn't come in until like 9 or so. So hopefully our janitor shows up soon to start cleaning these floors. Thank you, young lady. Alright folks, I'm going to give us a little capitalistic montage fast forward as we blitz through our day here today. And look at all these toy sales. Oh, I love it. Oh, you even bought 2 things. Couldn't resist toys. Phew, man, we're pretty popular, I'd say. We need more cash registers. Toot sweet. We got enough. Yeah, I know queue's full. Blah blah blah. But we got some expanding to do. We need more cash registers, and we need them all manned at all times. But being that our builder is coming in soon, let us lay down some more foundations. Now, we do want to draw the store out lengthwise a little bit further down here. More specifically, well, actually, here's what we want to do. We want to get our road like that, because we want to draw it down to what would be the end cap here. And then we'll start expanding the road itself. Oh, but no, she's going to start doing this. Well, here's what we're going to do. Just to make sure that we don't have a repeat of our problem last time, our floater, person that comes in at 10, yeah, you're going to come in at 14. We're going to hire one more cashier right there, who's going to come in at 6. So we're going to have 4 people the entire time that the store is open. That's the most that we can physically handle until we expand the store. Now, we are going to try and expand the store, but I don't know how much progress we're going to necessarily get. So we're going to assume that in our next day we don't have enough chance to expand it. Still, we did pretty darn good profit-wise. No complaints there. You know, we got some extra sales, but we also had some extra expenses because we hired that second stock boy. Are they strictly speaking needed? Maybe not. But I still think they're done pretty well. Let's get that customer parking so I can use that as framework. And then foundation. Oh yeah, well, hang on. Let's wait for it to finish because it actually creates another little lip there. And yeah, this is definitely we're not gonna have enough time to expand everything. So I might not even bother. I might just do more road work here to improve our customer parking situation. Actually, we don't want that one because we eventually might expand the road further out. But we do want customer parking there. Because eventually this one entrance will be pressed down all the way down here. All right, all of our early risers are coming. One other thing we do want to get here. Our staff, our maintenance center here, our janitor. Why don't you start at 1,400 and why don't we hire another janitor here? Like you. And you, my friend, can come on in at, yeah, why not 5? Hopefully this doesn't, yeah, it's going to make him come in at 22 hours. You'd think I'd learn my lesson by now. Well, we'll just wait for our other janitor and deal with the dirty floors until then. Yeah, they don't like it when you move their things into a shift. And that's the one downside to having sort of this laser focused here, is that a lot of people will be going in the same direction here. So that means a lot of dirt accumulating here on the same tiles, because the more a particular tile is tread upon, the more dirty it gets, and, well, the more frequently it gets. Hopefully we're not getting disgusted people with all this dirt in here. Now we do have a little bit of a reset here when the shift changes, and I don't like that. I wish that they that the customers would stay in line while one cashier swapped out for another, because I mean that makes more sense. If someone's about to go on break, but someone else is right there to replace them, I'm not going to bail on my line at the grocery store. But yeah, having a full 4 cashiers available throughout the entire day, that's helping us out here. And how's our research doing? Oh, we finished cold chain. When did that happen? God dang it. Oh, that must have just happened. But yeah, so cold chain is what we want to do, but we're not done yet. And alcohol license, yeah, that's nice, but we can do better. How about electronics supplier? Because you think toys are profitable. Oh, toys are just the beginning, my friends. Toys are just the beginning. Jeez, look at all these people. Well, we might be able to check them all out. No, not quite, but close enough. All right, we got our peeps in here. We got our stuff. Let's get some foundations built, shall we? Let's pull it all the way down here. We've got more than enough money to handle this. And again, we only need the 4. Even though we're making our store all the bigger, we only need the 4. The four stock squares here, so we don't need to build a whole other thing. But we also need a lot more room for our checkout counters here. That's for darn sure. We'll remove these doors and build ourselves double doors down here. I did say to remove that, right? There it goes. Thank you. Now, as far as I can tell, at least at the moment, if 6 a.m. rolls around and this store is like a half-finished building, people will still come in. Now, we won't get our funnel bonus for the toys quite as efficiently and effectively as we would, because people can just go to either of these two sides to get to where they're going. But we'll remedy that soon enough, I promise. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be coming into a half-full building. And honestly, well, at the moment, Yeah, we'll keep the other stock boy in, because once we get to our big expansion here, we're gonna need both our stock boys here. Yeah, they're just gonna sneak in through the side. Didn't quite finish it, but again, that's not gonna prevent people from shopping, even though there's a giant hole in the building. Alright folks, I will see you on the flip side once we have this shopping day on Enjoy the Fast Forward. Huh. I wonder who our missing fourth cashier is. We could really use them right about now. Yeah, why are you at home, Derpwad? You should kind of be at work right now. Where do your needs go? Because yeah, we could use that fourth cashier right about now. I mean, it's already really bad, and I don't want to be losing people. Oh, you are so fired. You are so fired. You will not be quitting and bailing on me like that. There. You, my friend, will take his place. Not great sociability, but we'll take the cashier straight. Alright, but we've got most of our stuff built here. Our builders will be coming in shortly to finish the job. Alright, so let's don't forget, when you expand your store, you need to expand your store so it actually knows this new space is part of the same store. Right then, so let's start building some more displays. Shall we? We shall. So once again, we're going to be doing the same gambit with our toys. So toy goes here. Now there are a few other things that we can sort of flank it with, like other higher value stuff. Like I noticed breakfast cereals are pretty good, and people with sweet tooths will buy a breakfast cereal. So we want them to, I mean, breakfast cereals compared to some of the other food items are pretty high markup. So putting an extra thing of breakfast cereals here to tempt people, not a bad idea. Let's find some of the other higher markup items of what we have. Now, like, for example, yeah, like dishes. Dishes are as high markup as toys. The problem is there's no impulse trait for dishes. Nobody's like, oh, cookware, dishes, yes, must be mine. Same thing with the cookware here. No impulse traits. So, I mean, it's good to stock them, certainly, but you're not going to get impulse buyers. The soda's pretty good. You can get sweet tooth people on the flip side here. And actually what we can do to sort of milk them a little bit is, they took the sodas out of the fridge. So it's now strictly food shelf. All right, so we'll make sodas on that side. Now some of the other things that we could do here. Again, we don't want the cash register on this bottom row here. So we're going to start filling our stuff up. So we just got a whole bunch of new stuff. Fresh meat, fresh fish. Yeah, anything that's fresh, anything needs to be put towards the back of the store. Or backer part of the store, I should say. We can leave this little loop right here as a memory of old. But yeah. Fresh, 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 fresh. So those four will be there. As far as these tables go, the fruits and vegetables, I actually want to take some of these out. That one. Actually, you know what? Darn it, we're gonna dismantle all of our back thing because we want all of our fresh stuff to be in the very back of the store, because those are the high demand items that are really, really going to be, well, demanded. Oh, please, please don't. All right, you know what? We're hiring a second builder. We have enough money. Let's hire a builder. Speed. God. Tommy, you are... Why would anyone hire you, Tommy? All right, you come on in, and why don't you start at, oh, I don't know, 2 a.m. You gonna actually come in at 2 a.m.? Okay, good. Good. Good job. You've redeemed yourself. Okay, so because what we want to do here is we want to build tables. These are for our fresh fruits and veggies. And we want fridges for our dairy, milk, and fresh meat and fish. Those are the high demand items that need to be in the back to lure people. And then to replace whatever I just demolished here, we can start putting some of these in place as well. 2, 3, 4, and of course we will not forget our line of checkout counters that we so desperately need, all the way down except for this last one. Yeah. You know what we could do here, just to sort of really focus fire them? Well, we don't really have much to focus fire people with. So yeah, we're just going to go with shelves here for now. In fact, we might even leave this area a little bit barren, just because having all those extra shelves, well, we're going to be, as we get more research, we're going to be getting more things to tempt people with. So actually, you know what? Maybe it would be worth... what else can we tempt people with? Yeah, no, I think we're good for now, for the moment. Yeah, you guys just start building those in. All right, let's make sure all of our product placements are complete. We want, of course, our beautiful toys. We'll leave that extra toys up. Actually, it's kind of wasteful to be toys up here because people won't come seeking them. Let's see, bottled water, juices. Yeah, we knocked out a whole lot of stuff here. Candies, canned food. Oh, breakfast cereal on one side. We'll go for snacks on the other side. See if we have some snack attackers. Sliced bread, sauces and seasoning. Oh no, I know what I want on this other side. We want the extra thing of soda. Snacks go over here. And I think we have all of our other things covered, so we don't necessarily need all those others. But let's get some more cashiers going here, shall we? All right, so we're going to get, I'd say we want to reintroduce the floaters because the shift change in the middle of the day is harmful if all of our cashiers leave at the same time. So having floaters will allow us to sort of dodge that. So if we hire just a bunch of people that come in at 10, let's say 3 people that come in at 10. These sociabilities. Well, we'll go with this high patience person. You come in at 10. Although we have a lot of people towards the end of the shift, so another... Get out of there, Tommy. Get out of there. Nobody wants you, Tommy. We're going to get an extra dedicated cashier for there. And actually, you know what? One more for the slim pickings here. Master builder, though. Like a master freaking builder. But not that great a speed anyway, though. You come in at 4. So we got up to 7. Let's get one more floater so we can actually max out our store here. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Ending on a high note. So we've got 8 during the peak season, plus 4 and then 4. And then we can adjust as needed. If we need some of the floaters to go towards the end, then we'll do that. And we've got our 2 stock boys, which in this case we're going to want to use. Oh yeah, we never set these for so we got milk and dairy, fresh meat, fresh fish, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, and another round of fresh bread. Why not? And what did we? Oh yeah, extra diapers. 'Cause why not? Diapers aren't bad. Yeah, help out with the roads. Probably not going to be able to get. Well, actually, we can get some. Customer parking going. Excellent. They're not going to finish all that, but at least you can work on as much as possible. And our stock boy is busy at work getting the store reset here. It'll take them a little bit of time, but hey, why not? The toys, man. Don't forget the toys. Don't forget the toys. Those wonderful toys. Hey, well, you got the, what is that, the breakfast cereals? Come on, come on. You're stocking everything but the toys, the most important pit. You need to prioritize the toys. I wish I could tell them to prioritize specific shelves. Alright, yeah, our army of cashiers can now manage this a bit better, and we finally have our toys coming. Boy, people are picking apart our fresh foods already. Yeah, see, here's our next shift, and then we have a shift jump, but this time we don't have a whole bunch of people bailing on us. So it works out quite nicely. Right, our bread needs to be flipped. And how many toys are we going to end up selling here? Okay, we've got a toy right there. Cut toys here. See, a lot of people are falling victim to our... Alright, so he actually wanted toys. Oh, he's going for double coffee and tea. See, sometimes you get people that buy more than one thing. Not sure of the science behind that in terms of sort of influencing people to buy more than one item. Because sometimes, I mean, I know sometimes you'll want to entice people with like cinemas and restaurants and what have you. Geez, do we need to keep our stores open to 2300? Because, geez, even with all those cashiers, we still couldn't quite get everyone cashed out in time. But at least everyone bought the toys. Okay, how are we on our research? We're still going. All right, so between the end of this episode and the start of the next one, we're going to go until we get our electronics supplier research going, because that's when just things get silly. So, if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya.